Welcome to The Interest. I'm Ryan Kingsley. With the spring home buying season officially here, Shane Kidwell has new tech advice for building efficiencies into your business. Also in today's episode, Steve Richman has the pedal to the metal, leading you down the road to riches. Buckle up. But before we hear from Shane and Steve, a story. A story about one mortgage CEO who hasn't spent the past 18 months trimming compensation, headcount, and profit margins. Aaron VanTrojen founded the Arizona-based Geneva Financial in 2007 as the walls of the housing industry were falling in around him. Forged in the fires of the great financial crisis, Geneva Financial is that rare breed of mortgage company whose value increases when markets get challenging. VanTrojen, that rare breed of mortgage executive who knows the business so well, he built his company to make that the case. Those who know him know. That's no accident. Here's the story. It's 2007. A large mortgage bank had just bought the retail shop where VanTrojen had been originating for more than 7 years, and he was concerned about the future of the industry.
The industry was going through a lot of change. They were cutting compensation for the originators. Big mortgage banks layered with management, bureaucracy, red tape. I wasn't going to be able to survive.
The last thing he wanted to do was start a mortgage company, but he did anyway, putting his needs as an originator front and center.
I started the company to take care of the originator, which was me, largely me and a small branch that I had at the time. So the company we designed to make a small profit off of each transaction and paid the originators the lion's share of the compensation.
But VanTrojen has high standards for his originators, hence why Geneva attracts LOs who possess the optimism of rookies and the diligence of veterans, infused with the ambition of entrepreneurs.
If I'm going to pay you this much and give the branch managers and the originators the ability to make more money than anybody else in the industry is willing to pay you, I expect you to be a professional. I expect you to be a manager.
That lean corporate model and paying the profits forward proved to be profitable in any origination environment. Breton McDonald leads Geneva's largest division, joining the company after years in the direct-to-consumer channel. As competitors closed up shop last year, McDonald expanded his operations from 3 to 28 branches.
It's the corporate margins, how Aaron set it up. I've never seen anybody do it the same. Other corporate margins, from what I've noticed, are maybe 200 bips, where ours is 50. It's just less. He's taking less. There's nobody between me or Aaron or a branch manager and Aaron.
It's a business built to succeed in difficult times.
When you get into 2022 and 2023, if you don't have leadership, if you haven't put ownership on the branch managers to manage and ownership on the loan originators to be professionals in this industry, you wind up in a race to the bottom, which is what the industry did.
With most companies originating in the red in 2023, VanTrojen says many in the industry are learning a lesson that he learned years ago. More volume doesn't necessarily mean more profits.
We see it all the time with branch managers that hire a bunch of loan officers and most of them don't do anything. Yet they still want them. Because in their mind, that just because they have a lot of butts in seats, they're somehow more successful. But they're not. And if I would have put more math and less emotion to my business from day one, we would have been a lot better. I have since learned that, and now I try to teach it.
Known for his policy of 100% transparency, VanTrojen continues.
You do a couple $1 billion for a loss, that's not a winner. The biggest mortgage companies right now in our industry are the biggest losers. They shouldn't be proud of how much volume they did at the greatest losses.
Read more about how Aaron VanTrojen proves a profitable company can be built on the moral high ground at nationalmortgageprofessional.com. For The Interest, I'm Ryan Kingsley.
We all dream of owning a home, but for too long, if you didn't fit the mold, you were stuck. stuck because the system worked for everyone except you. We've changed that. Angel AI uses advanced AI technology to give a 100% trusted solution and fast answers for worry-free financing, allowing you to achieve fair and equal access to lending. Angel AI, AI you can bank on.
Hey everybody, it's Shane Kidwell back with another discussion about technology. Now this week, I'm bringing in a good friend, but I'm bringing in a topic that I'm not necessarily a fan of, but we're equal opportunity people here. And I wanted to have Candido talk about how he is using Google and G Suite and the whole, I would say just everything that Google can do for your business. Now I'm an Apple guy and I'm a Microsoft guy, so I'm not on Google, but a lot of originators are. Candido, how are you using Google?
Yeah, so I'm an Apple guy too, but when it comes to using Google, I enjoy it for a few different things, right? So I use Google Voice, and that actually is connected to my NMLS phone number. It's the phone number that I have out there, and God forbid, if I'm ever going on vacation, which if you go on vacation, is it really a vacation? But if I ever needed to, all I need to do is toggle the off button and, I can still take personal calls and I'm just not going to get interrupted. So for me, I love Google Voice. I'm also able to use it from my tablet. So it's nice and easy to be able to use it for phone purposes and for texting.
Yeah. And so what other things are you using Google for? I mean, you're using Google Voice. Are you using any of the other? Because I know, like, for me at least, once you're kind of on one of those platforms, like if you're a Google guy, then you're Gmail, then you're kind of all like Google Docs. Are you all things Google?
Yeah, so not all things Google, but I do also enjoy using Google Docs and Google Drive. So, for example, for Google Docs, we're able to share things amongst my team, amongst other professionals. Shout out to the Relo Show. We share documents with each other all the time. We're originators in different parts of the country. So, things like that, technology like this really makes it easy to have different documents and share things and have them be accessible to multiple people on a team. It's kind of the same thing goes with Drive, right? I guess the good thing in the difference between Docs and Drive, Docs you can actually go ahead and edit documents. Whereas Drive would really be used more for storage and for space.
Man, if there's something more important than collaborating, I don't know what is right now. And so being able to share docs, share videos, share scripts, because you could use Google Suite with a VA. You could give them tasks, and we've talked about this on other shows about Chat GPT, but they could do a task, share it in a Google Doc on an account that you control. And there's so much value in simplifying everything you do. Well, thank you, my man, as always, dude. Great topic.
I love it. Thank you so much, Shane.
All right, we'll see you guys next week.
So everyone keeps telling you, you gotta be involved in video. And you're thinking, but I don't like the way I sound on video. I don't like the way I look on video. Well, here's a news flash. That's the way you look and sound to each and every one of us every day of your life. So get involved on video. Question number 2, I don't know what to say. The answer, squatum. S-Q-A-T-M. Number 1, S, tell a story. Hey, here's something that happened. Here's my story. Then Q-A, question answer. A customer had a question the other day, and here's the answer. And here's the trick to that one. Even if nobody actually asked you the question, you can lie. No one's going to check. So you can go, here's a question, here's the answer. Then we go to T, tips, tricks, tutorials. Tips, tricks, tutorials. Here's one way to use my app. Here's a trick for first-time home buyers. He's right. All of a sudden, here's a tutorial on how to make sure that you're navigating something on the web. Tips, tricks, tutorials. And what's the M? Myths and mistakes. Myths and mistakes. Everybody wants to know, what's the number one mistake that a first-time home buyer makes? Here's a myth. You have to put 20% down. Myths and mistakes. Folks, get on video, You squat them and you'll be comfortable and you'll find success.
For more on these and all of today's top stories, go to nationalmortgageprofessional.com.